Hey, Dr. Julie, welcome to the show. What is your name, your industry, and your problem?
Hi, Steve. It's glad to be here. My name is Dr. Julie. I am a communication strategist and consultant. I work with people of all walks of life, primarily professionals that are looking for speak to sell, speak from stage, and also to develop their communication skills and strategies with anyone that they meet.
Okay, and so what's the problem?
My biggest problem is networking and getting to meet the right people at the right time
All
that are
right,
going to
so
want my service. Yeah.
so what's the right person? Let's play with the avatar. Who is your perfect picture postcard client?
Okay. The perfect client for me is probably someone that is looking with all the change and things that are going on in the world today, someone that's changing industries, changing jobs, maybe starting their own business for the first time in their life, somebody that's maybe a little scared about getting out of there. Also, any healthcare professional, doctors, chiropractors, dentists, those people that are looking to get out into the community for maybe the first time, get behind, out from that office and seeing clients, and being able to go into more of a sales oriented environment with speaking to groups and civic organizations, and maybe selling something that they've developed from stage as well.
So would I be accurate in saying you're looking for the transitional people that's moving into the speaking industry and not necessarily those that are already in the speaking industry?
You can say that, but I still believe that I can make some positive, profound changes and help them even transform into even a better and more refined speaker. So, my background is such that I have the training, the expertise. Also, I have a lot of expertise in knowledge change and knowledge management. So, thereby understanding what the process of change really is on a lot of different scale levels.
So would that be two clients? One of them that is looking to refine their message and ability and capability, and the other one that's transitioning into this. Aren't those two different skill sets?
Yeah, I think it can be. We see a lot of people that are in the middle agers that are now maybe in corporate America that are now starting to leave their jobs for a business that they've always wanted to run, and maybe they need some different skills. That's a transition. Also, some of the people that are working from stage and doing some of the things that are needed to advance their career. And so I guess in essence, everybody's in transition at this point with our current economy and situations that we're facing throughout the world.
The only reason I'm challenging you for a definition and multiple definitions is because your explanation is understood by an educated consumer. And most consumers are not educated until they are educated.
Yeah.
So it's a case of where do you fit? And as you all know, and as we all know in the coaching world, someone thinks they are here when they're actually over there. And that
True.
person that thinks maybe they're a brilliant speaker, maybe they're transitional. Maybe that person that's transitional is actually a lot better than they think they are. So I'm just wondering on identifying the different levels to the uneducated eyeball. Now I want to get into how you're actually communicating what it is you do and what platforms you're using. So, where do you get most of your business at the moment?
A lot of mine are from referrals, mostly through word of mouth. Uh, Sometimes professional and physician referrals. So that's pretty much it. And it's starting to get more and more difficult to get those referrals. And as far as the platforms I'm using, I'm really on LinkedIn. I'm on all the platforms, but maybe I'm not maximizing those particular areas where I really need to. Getting on, Facebook and doing Facebook Lives. I think that's one of the goals I'm going to probably do this year. But and maybe consider webinars, but they say webinars are dead. So I'm kind of lost as to where I should go next.
Yeah, those are the same people that tell you Facebook is dead. So, everyone thinks everything's dead, but it ain't. So let's break it down. Before we start looking at the action, let's look at the reaction. What we're going to do is going to create a cause and effect. What do you want the effect to be? So let's go, ask backwards, as my old pappy used to say.
I like that word. I really do.
What's the point? Let's look at your clients. Let's say, for argument's sake, I'm sitting here with my Harry Potter wand, and I'm going to magically give you the amount of clients you want. What is that number?
Oh, as many as I can have. Oh, that's a really great question. Oh, I'd love to be as busy as any physician's office. That would be great. I mean, obviously, there's only so many hours in the day.
Exactly. You're always, whenever anyone's consulting anyone, it's always a case of swapping hours for a checkbook. And sooner or later, you're going to run out of the hours before you run out of the checkbook. So
Absolutely.
We need to focus on this a little bit further. So let's delve in a little bit tighter. You want to be as busy as you possibly can. How busy can you be? If I said to you, hey, you're going to have 10 new clients tomorrow, could you handle 10 new clients?
Yep, absolutely. I'd love to.
Could you handle 100?
If they're out there. I think then you would be talking about more involved things like group coaching. You'd be talking about platform based, sales, that kind of thing.
Right.
So you're going to have some, larger audiences with time with me. And then the people that would be paying larger amounts would be the one-on-one, private coaching type of things that would develop most of my time.
So which ones are we looking at? Because they have different messages. I talk to my coaching clients very differently than I talk to my, free Facebook group. And my private coaching clients is 30 something. And my Entrepreneurs Network Facebook group is like 4,200. So totally different numbers, totally different message, totally different dialogue. So what are we looking at? Are we looking at group coaching clients, of which, let's be honest, if you're going to do an hour-long phone call or an hour-long Zoom, it doesn't matter if you've got 10 people on that Zoom or 10,000. But if you're doing one-on-one, now that's important. So let's try and crack the code. What are we looking at and who? Are we looking at the single clients that want more personal time with you, or are we looking at the group clients?
I think it has to be a combination of both. And here's
so which one are we going to start with? Because again, we can only punch in the nose. So we need to have that kind of focus. Which one are we going to focus on now?
My concern is if I focus on the large group Facebook type things, I'm doing a lot of coaching for A, little money, and B, people that are not totally motivated. So that, yes, it becomes a great feeder system for those people that you do capture in the net and go on blue fishing, right? I had to get that in there, didn't I? And it's really important, though, to see which way you want to go. I mean, obviously, I like to spend my time with the highly motivated people that want to make change, and how I can develop their skills and help them make those changes that they want. That's what my goal would be. But where those people come from is the question. And is it using a lot of Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups to develop those and find those people and sort of like the wide cast net? Or is there a way to hone in on that particular client that has the resources, that wants the time? That was kind of my question when I signed up for this.
Right. So there's a little bit of scattergun there, and it's a little bit of a turkey shoot. Okay. You want your perfect client, but where are they? Okay. If you knew exactly where they were, then hey, you'd be a billionaire because you'd sell a course on that.
And I'd be hunting in the right spot for sure.
Perfect. So I can't help thinking, and there's a number of things to go through here. First of all, any kind of marketing needs to have one message. Okay. any kind of marketing, you don't want to be running out campaigns in the same sandpit with two different messages. You don't want to be doing, for argument's sake, Facebook advertising going, hey, join my group coaching and hey, do one-on-one with me. Because if people are seeing that message, they were like, well, which one am I doing? And no confused client's ever going to give you that checkbook.
That's right.
So you need to focus on one dance and one dance only. Are you going to spend a month going after group coaching clients, or are you going to spend a month going after single one-on-one clients, a higher net worth, a higher revolving revenue? That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help thinking that from a couple of the things that you've stated, and I'm going to ask a question before I go into this further, the group coaching, do you charge for that?
I haven't really done a lot of it. I've done some of it. I've actually even done some free private one-on-ones as well. And those were not successful at keeping the client engaged, because again, when you're getting something for nothing, what kind of effort are you going to put in? And also what kind of, skin in the game do you have? So those are the kinds of issues that's why I'm struggling as to which direction to go. And that's why I was hoping that you could help me.
And we absolutely can. So if they don't pay, they don't pay attention. Okay. Right. That's the simple impact and effect. I would suggest for you to run a webinar. And in this webinar, you are going to cover these 5 topics. Never too many, just 5. Okay. Or even 3. Okay. Here's a weird thing. Never 2, never 4. People love 3s and 5s.
The odd numbers, I know.
There you go. They just love it. So if you were to do a webinar and you're going to cover these 5 topics in this webinar, and anyone can sign up, keyword, sign up. Right. So you've got their email. Okay. Make them sign up. Okay. Do your webinar and then reach out to each one of those people going, hey, did you like what was there? I'm going to be uncovering a little bit more in my paid group coaching that's, I know, $19.99 to attend, and step them in the game. See if they will come in. What's going to happen is on your webinar, you're going to have your big number. On the paid group coaching, you're going to have the smaller number. Right. And then when they have to go through even further, then again, you're going to have the smaller number. But there's nothing better than proving your capability. And you've got a load of different ways of doing this. Mm-hmm. What social platforms? You said you're on all of them. Which social platforms are you on?
I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. And those are the ones that I have signed up for. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of new ones. I haven't really kept up with all the changing social media. It's really almost a full-time job to figure out.
Oh, it is. It is. Dan Fleischman said on an average day, there's about 500 social platforms, but most people can only name 5. So every day there's a different.
I didn't fail then. That's good.
No, you did not. You did not. But you are missing out on 2 that you need to pay attention to: Pinterest and TikTok.
Oh, I know, but I've heard about TikTok. Yes.
And Pinterest is coming back. But here's the thing. I would suggest for you to start running a video dialogue. Mm-hmm. And I would suggest you just grab your phone and go, hey, how you doing? Today we're going to talk about this, and just bring up one subject and talk about it for like 1 minute. Okay? Hey, I had a call yesterday and the client asked me, can you do this? Well, these are the reasons you can't do these. Blah, blah, blah. For any further information, reach out to me. Contact me at Dr. Julee, and do that. And record a 60-second video. Okay. And then post that exact same video on LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of these social platforms. Don't change it. Don't alter it. Don't edit it. The exact same video. And start doing that and start to see if people start engaging and conversing with you. You're going to say something just like these YouTubes. We're going to talk about someone's problem and someone's going to be watching it going, I was going to ask the exact same question.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. These things here are to demonstrate the communication that I have with people in the Speakeasy and Sims Distillery community to see how we can help them. That's my gain. Your gain is you get me for half an hour to help you. That's perfect. That's beautiful. But I want you to demonstrate how good you are. That's the key focus. And if you can start giving little tidbits out there of, hey, this is Dr. Julie, this is what I look like, this is what I sound like, this is what I have to offer, and watch the conversations. You're going to do this for 6 weeks.
Okay.
And at the end of the 6 weeks and during it, start watching the comments. And what's going to happen is the last one that goes up, people are going to start looking at the back ones. It's like when you watch a series and you're halfway through the and you go, oh, I like that. You stop watching and you go to the beginning, you know, and podcasts, same kind of thing. So I suggest with your look, with your sound, with your energy, with your articulation, start doing videos.
Okay.
And then after 6 weeks, do a webinar that all they've got to do is register for.
Okay.
And then offer it out there as a paid group coaching call where you're going to spend an hour with everyone and you're going to be answering questions and helping them identify their needs and overcoming their objections.
Okay.
And then say, hey, I hope this has helped you. But for those that need that special attention, I have one-on-one coaching, and filter it down. Okay, that you can do. But don't do lots of messaging at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's been my, I have a lot of skills and a lot of abilities, and like I want to help this person and this person and this person and this person, but it's really important to start with one and get that one first. That one set of groups. So I agree with you in that respect. Yeah.
Did you notice how much I told you it was going to cost you to do those videos?
I noticed that it was pretty much free.
It is free. And that's so
really
many people. So many people are sitting there going, oh, I've got to do this with Facebook. I've got to put 1,000 behind it. I've got $500 here. I've got $400. It's all free. All social platforms are free. All you've got to do is provide the content and offer that content out there dangling as a carrot to the people that fall in love with you. So as I say, be firm. Do your videos.
Okay.
Don't post them. There's a key here. I would operate 2 videos. Okay. Do you have a group following or a group community at all on any of the socials?
No, I don't. I started one at one point and then I pulled it back because I wasn't sure it was going to work.
Enough.
Maybe I should start it again.
Soon. Not yet, but soon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What I would do was I would run 2 videos per week. So you need to do, for 6 weeks, you need to do 12 videos.
Okay.
So what I would do was I would actually record at minimum half of those videos before you post the first one.
Okay.
So that you can go post it on a Tuesday, post it on a Thursday. The following week, Tuesday, Thursday, following week, Tuesday, and you've already got the content. And then I would post up 6 and watch the engagement and then start calling it out. We did a video 3 weeks ago and Mary actually made this comment, which actually made me, now what you're doing is you're linking the conversations that you've had with people that have made a response and an action.
Okay.
So do 6 videos. During those 6 videos, when you start posting them, look for comments. Okay. And then use those comments for the next 6 videos you've got to do. So in total, you'll do 12. And then as you hit your 10th, go, hey, stay in touch for the next couple, because you're going to be very excited, because in a few weeks' time, we're going to announce the date of a webinar. It's free of charge, but we're going to be doing a webinar for you. And you start seeding it, and then you do another couple of videos. Hey, be in touch in 1 week's time, because we're going to be, hey, stay tuned, because tomorrow we're going to announce this. And you do that, and then you drop the webinar. And you would drop that webinar everywhere. There's a brilliant program called StreamYard. Okay. StreamYard can allow you to do one video but it will populate on all social platforms, I think up to 6. So it will show on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. It'll show on all of those. And so you can actually do one video and you can see all the comments and you can respond and answer to the comments. Unless you want to do where that picture's up there as well, then you're going to need to do it by Zoom.
And then do you also, does it always drop at the same time, at the same rate? So
yeah, if you go through some
across,
if you do it on StreamYard, you can actually time it that it will populate everywhere at 11 o'clock. Okay. And so it will literally just start on every platform and people can make comments and you'll be able to look in the right-hand side of your window here because I'm using StreamYard and they'll make a comment and that will suddenly populate up and you'll be able to go, oh, I see I've got a question here from Steve. Steve's asking this. Great question, Steve. And you'll be able to answer it.
Okay.
Now, if people want to share the actual screen with you, then you're going to have to do it via Zoom because StreamYard won't do that.
Okay.
All right.
And would you also want to have, for example, I have a book and a workbook out. Would I want to allude to that as well? Would I want to allude to my television show, my podcast? Would I want to talk about those things as well? You could catch me here. You could catch me here. Is that an important factor of
it is, but at this moment in time, we want to get people to like you. Okay. And by you out there going, hey, watch me here, watch me here, watch me here, it's going to make people go, oh, God, I'm just trying to find out if I like her first. If I like her, then I'll get all of her stuff. Okay. So for now, the key wants to be, they want to be able to relate to you. They want to be able to realize that you are the answer to their problems. You know, they want to be able to connect with you. And then at the end of it, you can put up a little ending that says, hey, for more of me, subscribe to my YouTube, to my TV show. Here's a course book, blah, blah. Okay. You can run that in the credits at the end of it. But I wouldn't waste your time in the video talking about it. Okay. Because just like this, we're not promoting any of my services.
No, of course not.
We're promoting the fact that I can help people with their problems. And if it resonates with them, then they'll go and find out more about me. So that's the same thing that you need to do. You need to establish and exhibit that you can actually help people, and then they will get involved in the T-shirt and the Kool-Aid.
That's great. I mean, because I know that I was told to offer free coaching. I was told to write a book. I was told to do this. I was told to do that. You know, everybody has their grand idea, but I want something that's going to work. And I'm sure other people that are out there listening to this as well are also looking for, what do you do that actually will work? What do you do that you can access people that you want to help? And it's not, you know, it's only just so that I can be there to help the people that need what I have to offer, period. And I think that's a really important factor is not everybody knows the right thing to do. And apparently, Steve, you have really given me a great formula. And I hope everybody that's listening to this also gets that same knowledge for those of us that are not marketing aficionados.
I hope that's the whole point of this. I'm hoping that someone out there has the same problem as you and is sitting there going, oh, this is great, I'm going to do it. And we want people to do it. See, the problem is people listen to this and they listen to other people's videos and books and, you know, podcasts, and they go, that's a great idea. And they do nothing with it. The winners are the people that action ideas, and you don't even need to action them brilliantly. You just need to action them. So I'm hoping that you're going to rewatch this. You're going to make some notes, but I would definitely do your 12 videos over 6 weeks. Halfway through the video, start answering questions from the engagement you got at the beginning. Start pushing it towards a webinar. Get them registered in a webinar. Get them involved in a paid coaching, group coaching, and then offer them one-to-one if they really want to step up that game.
I love those ideas. They're basic, they're simple. Even I can follow them. Anybody can, and they're really very actionable. They're not hard. They're something that anybody can do. And it's surprising how you were able to just distill everything down into its simplest form. And I really appreciate it because I'm not a marketing person. I'm a speaking person. So
Well,
I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
well, you've just lined yourself up because you've told me it's easy to do. So if in like 2 months' time we notice you haven't done it, then you're actually lazy.
And that I can guarantee I am not. I go above and
Good.
beyond the extra mile for my clients and people that want to work with me. I do that. So I'm not going to be lazy with myself. It's a new year, a new start. And I'm ready to go. I'm excited about this. I really am. I'm so
Perfect.
happy that you
Perfect.
shared this with me.
Good. I just wanted to poke the bear slightly. So that's good. Dr. Julie, thank you very much for being a member of the Sims Distillery family. Thank you very much for being part of the community. I hope this helped.
And it did, Steve. I really appreciate it. And I'm really glad that I am part of your community. And I encourage everybody to join because this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of service that is above and beyond, goes the extra mile, and will help each and every one of you that are out there listening. So I appreciate it. I really do. Thanks
Excellent.
for the
Perfect.
opportunity.
Thanks. Look after yourself and let's see how you do with your progress. Hey, this is Steve Sims, and I hope you liked that episode of Being Coached by Steve Sims. Subscribe over here, watch some other cool videos over here, or for your chance to be coached by me for the YouTube series, join here at simsdistillery.com.